Hi, these are my notes for Cycle 3, Week 3 as a tutor, substitute tutor. Timeline, we have Hinduism in India, Phoenicians and the alphabet, Olmecs of Mesoamerica, Israelite Exodus and desert wandering, Israelite conquest and judges, Greek Dark Ages, Israel's United Kingdom. For our history sentence, it's tell me about the Boston Tea Party. In 1773, colonists dressed as Mohawks, this is our sign for Indian, dumped tea from the British East Indian Company, it was a sailing company, into the Boston Harbor. And I would make a harbor like this because it's kind of like a little inlet of water. To make it easier, you could do in 1773, colonists dressed as Mohawks dumped tea from the British East India Company into the Boston Harbor, like B for Boston. So easy. States and capitals, she talks about, it's the mid-Atlantic states. She talks about Annapolis being split up in the middle of its shape. The shapes are so important, especially if the kids are going to be doing memory masters. She talks about Flatline, West Virginia, which is helpful to remember. Then we have Latin. Latin pronouns are kind of interesting this week. I don't have any motions, but if you want to just listen to this chant, I think it's really good.
Let's hear a cheer for our favorite team, the Latin pronouns. Hic, hoc, this. Ipso, ipsum, him. Cooey, whose. Quod, that. It. Illum, him.
So what I've heard is hic, hoc, this. Ipso, ipsum, him. Cui, whose, quod, that, it, illum, him. And that's what I've heard, pronunciation-wise. For English, last week we had the present participle in front of us, and this week we have the past participle is a verb plus ed, used as an adjective or a verb. And you could do verb again if you did it like this at the beginning. It's very important that we stick to the front and the back if I'm going to do this, because it's going to go along with something I learned in tutor training. So a past participle is a verb plus, past, it has to be behind me. The past participle is a verb plus ed, used as an adjective or a verb. And I always do this for adjective because it's what makes it different from an adverb. This is adverb, this is adjective. So I don't do an ASLA for adjective. When I'm doing the math fives, I'm planning to have the kids do high fives while they're chanting it. What are the three kinds of muscle for science? There's a skeletal muscle, because this is your skeleton. There's a smooth muscle, and you can make a smooth motion. And then there's a cardiac muscle, or a cardiac, whatever you want to do for that, since it's just found in that one spot. Presentations, I'd still do the 9 skills: introduction and conclusion, eye contact, volume, expression, articulation, poise, tempo, gestures, confidence. For the 6 types of presentation to teach last year, I did dramatic, expository, extemporaneous, recitation, persuasive, and impromptu. If you put them in order and you look at the first letter, you'll see it says Dear Pie, and the kids, that's so easy for them to remember that acronym. I'm going to put my science notes and my fine arts notes in the notes below, and thanks for watching. Bye.